Three things that really annoy me about the pet toy industry. Number one for me is durability claims. These annoy me so much because every dog is an individual, every dog has different breeding, every dog is going to chew or play with toys differently. So you can never have a blanket rule on whether or not something's durable. What's durable for a Chihuahua isn't going to be durable for, say, a Staffy, or vice versa. I think that frustrates me a lot, and it also frustrates me when people say that toys are indestructible. If a toy is indestructible, you should be concerned about what it's made of and how that's going to affect your dog. Things like tooth chipping. What have they put in it? Why is it indestructible? Most things in nature are not indestructible, so it's not a natural product. So that is definitely a pet peeve, as you can tell. The next one is just basically the lack of transparency around what toys are made of. So most toys are made from virgin plastics, and the thing about that is you don't know what chemicals are in your dog's toy. You don't know how it was processed. You don't know anything, or where it was sourced. You don't know anything about that toy. And as much as we like to tell ourselves that they're not edible, well, dogs don't know that. They're chipping microplastics off into their gums, which then goes into their bloodstream. They are literally ripping the toy up and ingesting it. Obstructions are one of the number one causes for vet surgeries. So, I think that not knowing where or how your dog's toys are made is also a huge problem. And finally, claims of being all natural or sustainable without really backing them up. So those words actually aren't legislated in Australia. I don't know where even in the world that they are legislated, so if you do know, drop it in the comments. But things like this, it just frustrates me because you can look at things like all natural and it's made of rubber. Well, rubber's heavily processed. Or all natural, but then it's got artificial bone marrow in it. So I think that people use these words so loosely, and a lot of the time it'll be like ocean-bound plastic. Well, again, is it really ocean-bound plastic? Because technically plastic pollutes so much of our ocean. I think it's 2 garbage trucks a day going, or maybe it's a second, I can't remember, going into the ocean. You're like, that is so subjective. I think that it frustrates me so much how little transparency there is in the pet toy industry, because our dogs are basically ingesting most of their toys. So there's a real need, I think, for better regulation, but also more transparency from brands of what they're using for our pets' toys.